saith the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
A soft place to fall. Yeah, a soft place to fall.
It has been said that clothes don't make the man. But we beg to differ, because I'm a firm believer when you look good, you feel good, and you do good. We happened to run across a young lady who had the same belief, and she came up with something so inspiring. The New Orleans experience of the flying dress. That's right, the flying dress. You'll hear and see more about it right here on A Soft Place to Fall when we sit down and have conversations from the couch with Adrian Long. But for now, here's how I'm feeling. What a beautiful thing, God, to give thanks, to sing an anthem to you, the high God, to announce your love each daybreak, sing your faithful presence all through the night, accompanied by dulcimer and harp, the full-bodied music of strings. You make me so happy, God. I saw your work and I shouted for joy. How magnificent your work, God. How profound your thought. Bullards never notice what you do. Fools never do get it. When the wicked popped up like weeds, and all the evil men and women took over, you mowed them down, finished them off once and for all. You, God, are high and eternal. Look at your enemies, God. Look at your ruined, scattered to the wind, all those hirelings of evil. You made me strong as a charging bison. You honored me with a festive parade. The sight of my critics going down is still fresh, the root of all malicious detractors. My ears are filled with the sound of promise. Good people will prosper like palm trees, grow tall like Lebanon cedars, transplanted to God's courtyard. They'll grow tall in the presence of God, and green, virile, still in old age. Such witness to upright God, my mountain, my huge holy mountain.
A soft place to fall.
Another incredible episode of A Soft Place to Fall. And A Soft Place to Fall has become sort of cliche-ish, but it's whatever you find refuge and restoration in, whether it's reading or meditation or one of my favorite passion maybe. And this is something that I ran across that I wish was kind of unisex, but I'd look kind of crazy wearing one. But a flying dress, how restorational can that be? And I have right here having conversation on the couch with me a very good friend, longtime friend, Adrian Long. Welcome to A Soft Place to Fall.
Thank you so much for having me, Kerwin. I feel so blessed to be here, and this is definitely you. You are walking in your purpose, and I'm so happy for you.
Well, thank you so much. So for those of you who have been sleeping under a rock and you may not know who Adrian Long is, share with our viewers who you are.
Of course, a native of New Orleans, and Kerwin and I are good friends because we have a radio background. I program director for 98.5 WIOD. I also worked here in Baton Rouge, Max 94.1. I'm telling my age when I say this. I started at Max 94.1 like a little bit after they did the format of the hip hop station. So I've been in radio for the past 20 plus years. And now I'm currently retired. Flying dresses.
Look at that. What does retirement look like? But I know there are a whole lot of things that go on in what you have become. especially one of the most prominent things is living in New Orleans with all of the challenges, the hurricanes and now the pandemic and everything. But you have found some, and it may not have been labeled as such, but a soft place to fall.
Yeah.
And what you're doing right now. Tell me what you're doing. I know what you're
Yeah.
doing. You know, tell all of that.
Well, you know, the pandemic, you know, just like Hurricane Katrina, you know, it was something in a lot of people's lives. It was going to either make or break you. It was going to, you know, form a diamond out of you if you can live through what you were going through. And the same thing with pandemic, you know, a lot of us shut down and, you know, having to be at one with ourselves and dealing with ourselves. And, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of times running from themselves and their innermost, because you can't lie to yourself. You can lie to everybody around you and you can do all this smoke and mirrors, but, you know, God humbled us and it was us and God.
Yes.
And so during the pandemic for me, of course, you know, I felt a lot of that too. And, you know, I just decided that, you know, I had retired from radio. I was approaching 50. And I have a marketing and consulting company as well. And a lot of my clients, like everybody else, was just getting scared of, you know, spending money. And so one of the first things to go, of course, is marketing. And so I just decided that, you know what, I have to keep this train moving. I just can't sit still. And then I just, you know, got still, started talking to God to figure out what the next move would be for me. And it ended up being the flying dress.
And he opened the door to the flying dress.
Yes.
When I first saw it, I was like so fascinated by the images and how, but not so much, let me see, the best way to say this, not so much the dress itself, but the feeling that you could see in the women that were wearing these dresses. So where did this whole flying dress thing
come from?
about?
One of my best friends, Phoebe, she knew I wanted to go to Santorini, Greece to do the flying dress because I was turning 50. And, you know, it was a new era for me, you know, but the world was shut down because of COVID. And so she got tired of me whining about, oh, if I can do it. And she was like, just start your own. New Orleans is just as beautiful as Greece, and they have all of these things. And I was like, girl, I don't know anything about that, you know. And so, you know, you know, I'm still with COVID, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll make my own dress and do it just for me, and do my own photo shoot. And so it began, and you know, I made the first dress, and I had my nieces try it on, and my daughter, who is like my business partner, always on my shoulder, when she was like, Mom, I like this. I think this can work. And then that's how the flying dress was born. And now we're up to close to 20 different dresses, and all of our dresses are custom made, you know. So that was a task, finding a seamstress in this era, this day and age, because we got away from a lot of those things. Nobody was sewing anything. We were ordering everything from China and the Fashion Novas and all of those places there. And there's nothing against those places because they saw an end and they took it. But, you know, now with the flying dress, I really would like to get back to the basics with a lot of things. And one of them, you know, building up seamstress, you know, to make stuff. We need to get back to making, you know, our own things. So, you know, finding a seamstress, and of course, photography, you know, that's another skill set. Most of us are used to just taking pictures on our cell phones, which is great, and they make it easy for us, you know. But when you find like a real photographer and they get into the craft and the artistry of what they do and these images, oh my word, it's amazing.
It is amazing, because I've had the pleasure of seeing a lot of those images, and I'm awestruck about the beauty of this. One question I have to ask: how long is that train on that dress?
So the train, well, every dress has its own personality and is a little bit different. And that train, that's not even the longest train. The longest train is the black, my newest dress, which is a black dress, and she's called Black Beauty. And so far, she's already been on royalty. We've had the 2017 Zulu King and Queen Adonis, who is a USL alumni, and Donna, they modeled the dress for me for Mardi Gras. And that train is basically almost 10 feet long, you know. So all the dresses are a little different, but they're all really long trains, between 5-10 feet long. and that's not the dress in front of you.
Wow.
And we were talking about the imagery of it. We pride ourselves, me and my photographer. I have 3 photographers that I work with right now. Anna is the lead photographer. We pride ourselves on picking up on the essence of the woman. We don't like to use too much editing. Everything is natural. And you saw how the young lady, I don't know if they had a chance to see her yet in the yellow dress. You saw how she came alive in that dress.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we capture. That woman's essence, when she smiles, when she grins, when she turns, you know, and they're already beautiful.
Right.
You don't need a whole lot,
Right.
and it's already beautiful.
So, so the flying dress became a soft place to fall for the woman in the dress.
Yes, exactly.
Because I know that there are a lot of women out there who, because of social media, and it has its place, you know, good and bad.
Yeah, good and bad.
You know, and body imaging and all of those certain things can kind of make women feel not
Less
as
than.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But this dress
Yeah.
redefines that whole thing.
It does, Kerwin, because the dresses are designed to flatter most women's body type. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short, thin, you know, or full figured. The dress is very flattering to most women, the majority of the women. And I think that's a part of it, because I get, you know, a lot of first time, you know, people who have never done a photo shoot before, then they get in a dress and then they see how the dress fits them and how it's flattering. And I think that right there takes a lot of the edge off, and then they fall into themselves. Also, I'm finding that a lot of the women, they're coming to me, you know, at different points in their lives, and sometimes it's not a good place, you know, and they're doing this, you know, for some type of rejuvenation, you know, of what they're dealing with. And when they write me the letters and send me the text messages and the emails and tell me what was happening before they got into the dress and how they feel now, I never thought about that aspect of it.
Right,
And
right.
that's what keeps me going, because I'm like, you know, I'm not a seamstress, I'm not a photographer, you know, I just put something together that felt good to me, that I wanted to do, and for my reasons, because I too was that woman coming from doing radio for 20 plus years, you know, empty nester, my daughter's away at college, you know, I just lost my dog of 17 years, and it was the pandemic. You know, it was a lot, and I needed something bright, I needed something bold, I needed something beautiful, and I didn't know what that was until my friend kept whispering in my ear, you need to do the flying dress. So God was speaking through her, because he knew that I would listen to her. And that's why we're here.
What an amazing testimony that is in itself. We're going to talk about some of the other things
Oh, yeah.
that have come out of this. Right here at A Soft Place to Fall, we're talking about a flying dress. Come on. I'm still trying to figure out, what can you, a flying suit maybe?
Oh yeah, but you know, hey, that's coming.
We're going to talk about that right here at A Soft Place to Fall. Are you covered, protected, and prepared? Don't you want to ease your mind by having the confidence that when the time comes, you and your loved ones are protected and insured? It's as easy as picking up the phone and calling licensed life agent Enidra Wells, 225-936-6017. With care and compassion, Enidra will walk you through the entire process of having you and your loved ones covered, protected, and prepared. No exams, most pre-existing diagnoses are covered, no special requirements. So call today, 225-936-6017, and have the assurance of insurance.
Hi, I'm LaDonis Morgan. You're watching A Soft Place to Fall with Mr.
A soft place to fall.
Well, right back here at A Soft Place to Fall, and we're not just talking about a flying dress. We're talking about what it does for these women who actually get a chance to put it on and become somebody that they didn't think that they could become. And that's incredible. This is intriguing to me. What in the world is this?
So this right here, we have the flying dress, and we're in the phase of our second generation of our dresses, and they're all a little bit different. And this is an add-on, and this is a layer of pearls. So this is a pearl cloak, because you know we come from royalty.
Yes.
We like to adorn ourselves.
Yes.
And this is an elegant pearl cloak. It just goes over the dress. Because I have a lot of ladies that come in and they're like, oh, I don't want my arms covered. Oh, I don't want this to show, that kind of thing. And so we have started adding add-ons like the pearl cloak. We have the feathers that go over. We're going to do the 1 sleeve or the 2 sleeve to add to the dresses to change the look of the dresses for the ladies. We get ladies from all walk of life, all age groups, from, we have the kids dresses. We have the mommy and me flying dress. When we have kids as young as like 5 years old that can have their flying dress session, with mommy. And then we have ladies, as this 80, have done the flying dresses with all of her daughters and then her granddaughters. It was absolutely beautiful.
God.
So it's definitely a movement that's happening. It's something very spiritual. It's not just about peacocking and showboating or any of those things there. It's something that's, I can't even explain it, Kerwin. That happens when these ladies wear the dresses. It's not just about the photo shoot. It's not about any of that. It's just something that's happening with them because it's about them. Women, we naturally do so much for everybody around us, and we never really do anything that's just for us. And I think the dress is them doing something that is just for them, for the benchmarks in their lives. Turning 20, turning 50, turning 60, weddings, maternity shoots, just because, and the flying dress has a place for all of those things. And look, I must be speaking the truth because you feel God is like, yes, say it, Adrian, the wind is blowing. He's giving me wind to fly the dress. He's like, fly the dress. So yeah, the flying dress is definitely a movement, and it's really becoming a sisterhood because these ladies, once we meet and we have the photo shoot, the experience, the conversation continues. It continues through social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook at New Orleans Flying Dress, on Instagram and Facebook. And the website is www.neworleansflyingdressexperience.com.
That's important, that experience. And it's amazing that you say that because I can see it. When I look at the images on Instagram and on your Facebook page, I can see, not even knowing these women, I can see
the
something
joy,
about them,
the light.
There's a glow. And there was one interesting thing that the production crew was talking about. One of my guests in the future is expecting, and they were like, wow, wouldn't this be beautiful to have
the maternity shoot? Yeah, I spoke with her. We're going to definitely do that. We have the maternity dresses as well, like for gender reveal. If you want to do your photo shoot and at your baby shower or what have you, have your beautiful picture to show what you're having. And so we're definitely going to set up a photo shoot for her. We have for breast cancer, we have the pink dress for breast cancer.
Wow.
We have the red dress for heart disease and for in women. We are also partnering with a lot of different organizations, as we continue to grow, because we haven't even reached a year yet. The New Orleans Flying Dress is not a year yet. And so I'm so grateful and I'm so humble, for all the people, the grassroots people that found me and support me, Kerwin. I have women flying in from California, Atlanta, Houston. I'm getting calls all the time, so that's how I know I'm doing something right. And it's scary because I'm doing something out the box that I've never done. But I know, just like yourself, I'm walking in God's grace because He's given me the know-how to do something like this. And I'm going to continue doing it, as long as He allowed me to, and continue to grow it. But we have a dress for just about any benchmark, in a lady's life. I'm a woman. I know what that's like. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm a friend. So I know all those things that I like, and I know what comes from the heart. It goes to the heart.
Yes, yes. We talked about how in the world can we make this unisex. And I can't see myself in a flying dress. Maybe
we have something for you. We're actually working on some things. I can't say it now. You're gonna have to bring me back for that. But I got the fellas. I got the fellas too. Now,
well,
Kerwin,
I gotta be the first.
You're definitely gonna be the first. Because let me tell you about Kerwin. I remember when I was working here in Baton Rouge, Kerwin had me doing fashion shows. Remember you had me this all leopard print, know, you couldn't tell me nothing. Kerwin was like, I said, Kerwin, I don't know if it's gonna fit. He was like, it's gonna fit. You're gonna look good. Get out there and work it. I found that picture the other day. So you would definitely be the first to for the unisex version of it. It won't be a dress. I have something in mind that's definitely gonna blow the socks off the fellas, because the fellas are definitely getting into the photography or the photo shoots as well. And I love it when I see, you know, the couples that's been together for 16, 20 years, you know, and the women surprising their husbands with the photos. They don't know what's going on. They just think they're coming out to the French Quarters or something, and then it's like out walks, you know, their lady in this beautiful long flowing dress. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm gonna have to do a behind the scenes montage of the clips and things like that, so everybody can see and feel what I see and feel.
Definitely love to see that.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about what the future holds for
I'm
you.
excited.
And everything that God has placed in you, like you said, it was already in you. And we talk a lot about stirring up the gift.
Yes.
The gift that's already inside of you. I am so proud of you, Adrian.
Oh, thank you.
And
I am of you as well.
Thank you. The amazing things that you are doing, not only just for yourself, what you're doing for others. And I would definitely like the opportunity to partner with you on some things, because we've been talking about doing some things for, you know, women's shelters and battered women and all of these things. And then too, now that you're saying that you're doing something special for the men, because we go through it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and every now and then we need a little reminder of who we are. And I love what you said early in our conversation about we are royalty. And I think a lot of times we forget that. But the Bible clearly says we are a royal priesthood, set apart. And what you're doing is giving people a reminder.
Yeah,
of
you're a
who
queen.
they are.
You are a king. You come from royalty. You know, stand straight. You know, all the things that's been thrown at us, you know, and we still walk with our head up high, you know, keep our back straight. You know, and like you said, sometimes we forget. Sometimes we need to, you know, show the young kids, you know, what their stock is. You know, it's not just a flash in the pan, and it's not by mistake. It's a grand design, and that's why we can't be broken.
Wow. So tell everybody, look into that camera.
Okay, right here.
Tell everybody how every means that they can contact you. And I want people to go to her Instagram and see what I've seen. And I promise you, you'll be like me. Oh, we got to have conversation on the couch about it.
So you can find us online. The website is NewOrleansFlyingDressExperience.com. And on social media, we're on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at New Orleans Flying Dress. You can contact me, email at neworleansflyingdress@gmail. And we have something for everybody. In this little bag here, this is another new item that we're featuring. This is our New Orleans Flying Dress tote, and you can personalize the tote once you take your pictures, and you can have your picture, put on the back, and then you can make it an art project, add whatever you want to add to it, take away, you know, from the tote. And it's a very nice tote to grab, you know, to use for the summertime. My daughter, she's taking this one to school, to college, to put her stuff in. So we have a lot of things that, go on, look, we got to get you, I'm going to get you, I'm going to mail you your tote, Kerwin. You have your tote coming. And I'm going to personalize it for you, Kerwin, okay?
Please do.
Because I know you don't want to carry Brittany. So we have a lot of great things happening. Follow us on social media. Check us out online, and you can see all the things that we have.
Well, once again, I am just so delighted that you took time, you traveled. She wasn't right around the corner. You came down and had conversation, very, very important conversation. And I hope and trust that those of you who are viewing this got something out of this. You know, a reminder of who you are and whose you are, what you were created to do. And if you need a little reminder to make yourself look beautiful, contact us.
There we go.
Put that flying dress on. I bet you're gonna change your mind real soon. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you, Kerwin. So proud of you. Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Thank you.
We'll be back to wrap things up right here on the Soft Place to Fall. like, comment, and subscribe to what? A Soft Place to Fall with Kerwin Feeling YouTube channel. See you soon.
A soft place to fall.
Here's that favorite segment of mine called I'm Going to Tell God on You. This one is very special as we embark upon almost a year now of A Soft Place to Fall. It happens to fall right around the birthday of a very special man in my life, my greatest cheerleader, always pushing and encouraging me, and not only just me, everyone that he encountered always had a smile, a prayer, a word from the Lord that he was willing to share. And for that, in loving memory of my brother, the Reverend Kerwin Feeling, I'm telling God all about you. If you have someone that you'd like for me to tattle on, feel free. Send me their information at asoftplacetofall@yahoo.com. I'll be sure and tattle on them for you.
A soft place to fall.
Another amazing episode of A Soft Place to Fall, which just kind of shows you that you can find a soft place to fall, a place of rejuvenation and restoration in nearly every aspect of life. Who would have thought a flying dress can transform a woman, change her whole mindset, and put her in a whole nother place of rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, and restoration, and a reminder of who we are and whose we are. The Bible clearly tells us that we are a royal priesthood. So as I wear my feathers, I want to remind you to keep pressing toward the mark of the high calling, which is in Christ Jesus. Don't worry about what's going on in life. Remember one thing and one thing only. Only what you do for Christ will last. Find your soft place to fall.
A soft place to fall. A soft place to fall.